We're now looking at learning target 6.7. I can solve problems using the heat flow equation Q equals M times delta H. So before we start doing anything with this equation, I want to first identify our variables. So we have three of them, Q, M, and delta H. So Q stands for heat, like always, with the unit of joule. M stands for mass, with the unit of grams or kilograms. So G. And H stands for latent heat. With the unit of joules per gram, which will sometimes be kilojoules per kilogram, depending on what units are given to you. So let's look at a specific example. Let's throw this stuff up there. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so question. The latent heat for fusion of water is 334 kilojoules per kilogram. How much heat would it take to freeze 30 kilograms of water? First thing you need to do, identify your units. So I'm not units, variables. So we have Q. We also need M. And then the last one, H. So there's our units, and we got to identify what's given to us. So the first number that's given to us is 334 kilojoules per kilogram, and we should know because it says it tells us what it is, the latent heat. So latent heat is 334 kilojoules per kilogram. The mass is given to me as well, 30 kilograms. And I'm looking for Q. My equation that we just learned is Q equals M delta H. So I'm solving for Q. The equation's already solved for Q. So I can just plug in 30 kilograms times 334 kilojoules per kilogram. So my final answer is 10,020 kilojoules. Okay, I know it's a kilojoule because my kilograms cancel out, and that's all I'm left with. The answer didn't give me a specific unit to use, so I can just leave my answer like that. The individual example is another problem that says the latent heat for vaporization of water is 2,260 kilojoules per kilogram. If it took 5,000 kilojoules of energy to turn some water into some vapor, what mass of water went through the phase change? So try this on your own, and then check my answer if you got the same. So again, we start with defining our variables, and the variables that we are going to have in this problem are going to be Q, M, and delta H. So I need to figure out which one of these is given and which one I'm looking for. So the first number I get is 2260, and it tells me that that is latent heat. So I write that for H. The next number that's given to me is 5,000 kilojoules of energy, and I know energy is also Q. So I can plug that in right there. And then it also asks me what mass of water for the phase change, so I know that that is what I'm looking for. And I know my equation is Q equals M delta H. So I'm going to solve this for M. And in order to do that, I need to divide both sides by delta H. Because if I do that, my delta H's cancel, and I'll get just left with M, which is what I want to be left with. So M equals Q over delta H. So plug in to get my final answer. So that's 5,000 over 2,260. And I get a final answer of 2.21. And then I look at my units. Kilojoules cancel out, so I'm just left with kilograms. So that is how many kilograms of water, and that is my mass.